Alright, so this is like the third video of the day, so I'm getting ready to go work out right now, right? So I want to touch bases on some things, right? Like on Instagram, right? The support that I get over there is completely different, right? I'm not begging anybody for anything right now. You know, YouTube's been it's just a little different, you know. But I want you guys to understand something, right? My content is not gonna be my content is for the. Okay, look, this is what my content's for, right? My content is for the single mothers that their dads, the baby dads left them hanging, right? My content is for the people. See how I eat with my grill on? You can't do this if you got fake shit. My content is for the ones that are busted, that they don't got nobody. My content is for the homies that are on the streets that can't get out that struggle. My content is for the people that are coming out that struggle, that just, can't get their shit together. My content is for the people that struggle. My content is for the homies or for whatever man that is stuck in his addiction, that needs to just hear that if I could do it, they can do it, you know? My content is for the dads that are out there running the streets that should be at home being a dad. That's what my content's for, right? A lot of you guys that are on YouTube, you're not gonna understand my content. You guys are more into gossiping, fake narratives. Hold on real quick. My bad. My content is for the homies that, for everybody, for anybody that needs inspiration, or that can give, not only that, that maybe they see something that they can help me with. I'm open to all that. I'm gonna take off my shirt, but I'm gonna get to work out. I'm trying to do this shirt thing, but I'm gonna go work out and it's hot, so I'm not gonna be having no shirt on. But I'm not trying to be unprofessional either, so I have it like that to the side, okay? But I know it does offend some women, so I'm not trying to offend no women. All right, but my content is for to change the narrative on how homies value their freedom. You can't You can't be on here misleading people, right? You guys don't care because you guys aren't tied to the streets. Because anybody that's tied to the streets is going to understand exactly what I'm saying. You can't be in another state misleading gente and thinking that because everybody's starting to expose you that you're not. Now, you're 50 years old, dog. You're not a gang member. You have a family. Talk about that. Talk about that. You could tell that how important being a father is to some people, right? Like me. Or look at my mom, right? Hold on. To this day, there's family members that do not know that I've been to prison. Facts. To this day, there's family members that live in other states that never knew I was in prison. I don't know how, but my mom she's ashamed of that. And I don't blame her because that's a reflection off of her, you know. But my growing up had nothing to do with my mom. My mom and my dad were like, my mom did everything in the world she could to provide and show me another way. It wasn't my dad's fault either. Just my whole neighborhood was from the family. My whole family's from my neighborhood. We were exposed too young, not because of her, but there was no changing us. No. But that's how I took fatherhood. I wanted, anytime my daughters went anywhere, that was a reflection of me. And both my daughters, like I said, they're a few months apart. They're all both their moms, but they're both 21 years old, and they don't have no kids. They're both in college. I got to give myself props for that. You know, that's a very good accomplishment. You know, so that's what my channel's about. You're not gonna understand it, dog, if you live at home with your mom, because you gotta understand this. A man that has shit is not gonna compete with nobody. Everybody's trying to compete with me. I'm not trying to compete with near person. And like, what's crazy is, right, growing up, until I was like 5 years old, I didn't speak no English. Facts, I did not speak English. I only spoke Spanish. And then but growing up, we only spoke English in the house because my grandma wanted to learn English bad, so that was the thing. But why did I bring that up? Oh, the reason why I bring that up is because if you pay attention to somebody's mañas, you could tell, like, that I don't know. It's a little different. Like when you got that warrior sangre in you, it's different, dog. You see things different. You look at things different. And people that don't, the only ones that really have it, that so far that I've seen, are just the whites. They're the only ones that really have that blood, like that warrior blood. Like, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. It's just different. Bam Bam does not have it. Come to find out, he's not Mexican at all. And it's like, yeah, I'm not saying that you have to be, but there's just, you know, there's just mañas that people have that you could just tell that they were raised different. The lack of respect for a woman, the lack of leadership that is displayed, dog, that Raza has, that I really tune into my other life inside of me, where I was an Aztec warrior. You know what I'm talking about? But you gotta channel that side, that inside of you. Boris, hey! You gotta channel that inside, that killer instinct, that leader instinct that you should have by this age, you know? And it just seems like when you're Raza, like it just happens to us like in our 30s, like it just 20s, like it just goes off on us, you know? I don't know why it doesn't make sense or anything. It's just, we're born leaders. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so I'm gonna go work out. Try to drop another one. You guys be cool, be safe, right? Hey, be a leader in your home first. Everything else falls in place. Facts. Be cool, be safe, anything.